Live People's Populist Press public service announcement on the status of grifting.
Don't believe me? Go look at this for yourself. Go look at the people who are prominent figures right now in Simpgate and see how many of them have super chats enabled, how many of them have merch stores, how many of them have Patreon, how many have ad revenue on their fucking videos. Everybody's making a buck. And they're all making a buck doing the same shit the people we were supposed to be fighting against are doing. They're crying harassment and then making money off it. And it's fucking bullshit. But they don't seem to mind it. And then add on top of that all the grifter language, all the e-bagger bullshit you hear them say. Words like F-slur and K-slur. And I'm just grifting ironically. Buy my t-shirt. And all the other 45-year-old e-bagger corporate-controlled grifter speak and terms that shouldn't be associated anywhere with this.
It's time for the truth. No one else will actually tell you the fucking truth but this fucking channel. Everyone else has to suck fucking dick, either for money or to try and maintain connections with the Vickers family, the bed of fucking scumbags that they are. All of them scumbags, zero sympathy from me. Fuck you if you simp for any member of the Vickers family. Let's get fucking hype for the ISIS hostage tape. Or is it really an ISIS hostage tape? It's more like a tape from a fucking active ISIS member. Remember, she has zero agency. She's but 2 years old, and every action of hers is directed by other people. Let's make unlimited excuses for this sorry sociopathic lying cunt. Let's go, Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Mr. Vickers is a saint. He's done nothing wrong. So I can interview him and be Jeremy Kyle. It's okay, I have the moral high ground. Grifting $20 super chats. Don't worry though. We blew out John Michael Kelly. John Michael Kelly. It was a big win. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! He is great! He is a great God! Allahu Akbar! We grift family misery for super chats now! Allahu Akbar! Adam avows Allahu Akbar! Money is great! Tunekta! Allahu Akbar! Biz! And now, the continuation of Days of Our Guns. Days of our Vickers, days of our guns, the young and the guntful. It continues. It began when Godwinson blew out John Michael Kelly to secure an interview with Mr. Vickers so that he could live out his childhood fantasy of being Jeremy Kyle. He lived out the fantasy and interviewed them in an interview in which we learned nothing new, and Phantom grifted money off family misery with Godwinson's endorsement. Many times in the past, Godwinson's refused to go on shows with super chats. But now, because it's familial misery, we must grift it for $20 super chats. Then, Mr. Vickers told us he had info that would send Ethan Ralph to jail. But yet, instead of contacting the police, he's cried about it on Twitter for going on 24 hours now. Then, Ethan Ralph did a boring fucking show. All you idiots thought that it would be announced, the hostage tape on his show. Of course, anybody who actually watches that show or has ever watched that show knew that he would use that to scam you and string you along the whole time. Then, the hostage tape, Ralph says, is coming out. It comes out at 4 a.m. I'm ready to do a live review of it. You know, Godwinson's ready to do a live review of it. But then he says we have to remember, we need to respect the sanctity of the parents and bow down to Mr. Vickers' authority. The hostage tape comes out. Mr. and Mrs. Vickers say it's lies there. And then Mr. Vickers continues, impotently shouting into the wind about throwing people into jail. He's now going to throw Chris Kerr into jail, the halfway cuck, the fucking faggot loser that Chris Kerr is. He's going to be thrown in prison for having child porn there. You know, and Mr. Vickers is going to sell his t-shirts and his fucking pins. He's going to be having his YouTube videos and all this shit. But the reality is, if he has evidence that, you know, could send criminals to jail, why are you tweeting about it? But that's, again, why this is a fucking soap opera. This shit is some straight up fucking white trash reality television. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Don't let Adam tell you that this is some fucking glorious righteous crusade for justice for Mr. Vickers. Fuck off. This is his opportunity to be Jeremy fucking Kyle. And that's exactly what he's doing, is exploiting this fucking white trash family for all it's fucking worth. For entertainment, for fun, and for money, for Phantom. That's what this is, and it's fucking hilarious. But at the end of the day, don't sit here and fucking call yourself tall and say you're some big righteous fucking man, you guys, as you fucking make money off the familial misery here. Anybody else feel this way? So I've been sitting here the last 3 fucking days watching this fucking bullshit, watching it be Saint Vickers, as though we can't judge a tree by its fruits, as though that biblical principle is just, you know, is it nature or is it nurture that made faith turn out so fucked up? We don't know. But both of those things are dependent on Mr. and Mrs. Vickers. Either the nurture of their parenting or the nature of their shitty genetics as partially responsible for this. It's not to say, like John Michael Kelly, that she was raised to be a fucking whore. But the reality of it is they were shitty fucking parents who fucking spoiled their child fucking rotten. Rotten. Pulled her out of fucking school, socially isolated her and fucked her up, let her smoke weed and do drugs and drink and all sorts of fucked up shit. Gave her a cell phone, unfiltered access to the internet in this day and age. That's the reality. That's the reality. And if you don't want to accept that reality just because it's funny to say that Mr. Vickers is Liam Neeson, then the truth isn't fucking in you. And you're a lying piece of shit. Saint Vickers, let us all bow down to him as he fucking attention whores on Twitter about sending people to jail. As he fucking destroys his entire family's future. You know? The reality is he shouldn't be doing interviews with people like Godwinson or me. He shouldn't be on Twitter. He shouldn't be engaging with the Kiwi Farms. And this is the only thing that Faith has right. The only thing in her whole fucking hostage tape, which in reality, even though it was pre-written, she wasn't coerced into doing it. It wasn't like somebody held a gun to her head and said she had to do this. No, she wanted to do this because she wants to give a big fuck you to her family. She wants to make it as painful as possible and spit in her fucking family's eyes. That's what she wants to do. That's the fucking reality of this whole situation. And if it wasn't Ethan Ralph, it would be some drug dealer that she fucking met at the mall, or some bike gang member, whoever would piss her father off the most. And she wants to be taken fucking seriously as an adult and all this shit. It's just a joke. And the idea that there are any good guys or bad guys here in this fucking Days of Our Guns fucking soap opera is fucking ridiculous. Everybody involved in this is a piece of shit, including me. Including me. But you know why I do this? It's because I can't fucking stand Ethan Ralph. I can't fucking stand him. He tried to destroy my life, my relationship with my family, my God, my church. He's tried to do this with many, many other people. He succeeded with other people. Destroyed their lives. Harassed them. There is no line with this man. There is no depth to which he will not sink. And you know what? When he goes low, I go even lower. That's the only way you can deal with a fucking terrorist, is to go 0 dark fucking 30 mode. And that's what I do. You know, I mock his dead fucking father. Dead father who's still alive in a trailer park there. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to sit here and tell you all that's the greatest fucking thing to do in the world. Oh, I'm so righteous as I fucking monetize this family's sorrow. You know, fuck off. You know, and we'll get into this tape in a minute, but I just want to make it very clear. There are no good guys in this soap opera. Mr. Vickers is fucked. He's an attention whore who's getting off on the attention, yeah? He loves it. At first, he wouldn't do an interview with us. Then once he got a taste for that fucking Sweetie fame. He couldn't fucking stay away. And neither can I. We're doomed. We need a fucking quick hit. Ah! Ah! You know? And now he's doing these interviews and all this fucking shit, talking on Twitter about how he's gonna throw people into jail. Let's fucking see you deliver, motherfucker. Let's see you fucking deliver. Put him in jail. You know? Don't fucking sit here on Twitter and tell us that you're going to do it. Just do it. But it is what it is. We're in the midst of like the fucking Jerry Springer fucking show. You know. It is what it is there, folks. It's Days of Our fucking Gunts. Oh! Jerry! All right, we're fucking back. We're back and we're about to listen to the fucking statement. We're about to listen to the statement You got anything, or is this just doing a jerk-off stream? You know what? I'm jerking off right in your fucking eye there, faggot. That's what's fucking happening on this show. Jerking off right into your fucking face. Big facial cum dump load all over you. Fucking dripping with cum like after Ralph went into face snatch. Ooh. Just kidding, folks. We know that Ralph couldn't blow a fucking cum load any bigger than weak loads, and that's pretty fucking sad. Anyway, let's get into this fucking shit. So, this has got to be one of the best fucking things ever. This is like being teleported back into the Jesse Slaughter arc, and I get to be in it now. It's just great. This is like Jesse Slaughter. This is like some fucking old school, like, lolcow fucking Chris Chan shit. You know, and anybody that has any sympathy for Faith, have zero sympathy. She chose this. She fucking chose this. You know, I did not ask her. I did not ask her to be Ethan Ralph's girlfriend and insert herself into a fucking man who's literally pissed off the entire fucking internet. Left-wing, right-wing, centrist, ethno-nationalist, libertarian, communist. Everyone hates him. Everyone hates him. It doesn't matter what political affiliation, what race, color, creed, religion you are. Everyone hates Ethan Ralph. And you chose willingly, knowingly to be his girlfriend. You knew all this shit. You were a Daddy Jim fanboy. You followed this whole thing. You wanted to be internet famous. Well, he made his bitch famous now. And you fucking reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. That's the reality.
I've tried my best not to respond to the attacks from my father and mother over the past few weeks. My main focus has been on my relationship and my recovery. That will continue to be.
So, notice here how she says her recovery. And then in the next sentence says she doesn't have any mental illness, but then lists the mental illnesses. If you're not mentally ill, what are you recovering from? You know, but it is what it is. You're working on your relationship there. It's fucking, it's going really great. You know, disgusting fucking sex tapes, you know, fucking hostage videos, you know, constant gossip, your parents intervening and fucking shit up, releasing all your private correspondence and all this shit. It's going really well. Great relationship there.
Be the case. However, due to their recent unethical and arguably illegal activities...
Arguably. Nothing they've done is illegal, sweetheart. And that's how you can tell that this was written by Ralph, because he wants to try and make it dirty and be like, it was illegal what they did. Geider, it was torturous interference, Geider, fire up the lawsuit, Geider. You know, fuck off there.
I've decided it was necessary to set the record straight with a statement. I am not mentally ill, as my parents would have you believe. I do have mental health issues, depression, anxiety, PTSD.
I am not mentally ill, but I have PTSD, bipolar, depression, trauma. You have PTSD? God damn, man, Charlie in the fucking bushes, man! He fucking blew his head off at the gates of poof, fuck! Fucking bodies everywhere, fucking man, goddamn blood, his fucking intestines blew out his fucking stomach! I fucking stuffed his intestines back into his fucking stomach, but he fucking blew apart, man, and fucking cut her bomb! Fucking Charlie in the fucking bushes, man, I still see the fucking bombs, man! I still fucking see the bombs, man! I still fucking see them, man! I still see that fat Canadian's fucking face in my nightmares, man! I still see that British aristocrat! I still see visions of people making fun of the chicken sandwich, man! People are still making fun of the chicken sandwich, man! I can't even sleep at night. There's a fucking chicken sandwich, the fucking generous Josh, and the Kiwis, man! And I kept refreshing the page, and they kept making fun of my teeth! Ref. Suck my fucking penis there, you whore. There are genuine fucking troops, you know, traumatized from the fucking horrors of war that actually struggle with PTSD and have flashbacks. And you sit here and you fucking sully it. Say that you're fucking triggered. I thought Ralph was against SJWs claiming that they're traumatized or triggered there. I guess he's dating one now. Nobody gonna bring that up? What's the PTSD from? From me? This is the guy with the taped up glasses and the quadruple fucking chin and the man titties? Do they jiggle? When I jiggle them, does it give you trigger flashbacks? Do you have fucking triggering fantasy there? Flashback to horrors in the mental hospital when I shake my fucking man tits? This is the face that you see in your fucking nightmares, in your PTSD flashbacks. That's what you're saying. Oh, fuck. I personally think Ralph was so traumatized by the starfish that he's projected this onto Faith. His PTSD attacks. Fuck. PPPSD, good one to sim.
Americans deal with daily. Last month, in the face of withering abuse and attacks from Kiwi Farms, Godwinson, PPP, and others,
first of all, I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my brother. I'd like to thank my mother. Without her support, this wouldn't have been possible. I'd like to thank my father for being a constant figure in my life and loving me. I'd like to thank Godwinson. I'd like to thank Surfer. Without his amazing cooking streams, none of this would be possible. I just want to thank you, the audience, for supporting this program. I'd like to thank generous Josh for all of his contributions there, as I accept this fucking Academy of A-Logs award for psychologically breaking Faith. Oh my God, what an evil man. What an evil man. Oh my God, how dare he. You know what, I'm fucking proud of that I'm named in this video. I don't give a fuck, Ralph. You want to make me out to be a scumbag and a piece of shit? Oh, they bullied me. Do you know, the reality of it is that Faith, I really didn't have a problem with her at first. I thought, oh my God, she's been fucking conned and duped and she's not willingly gone along with this fucking shit. You know, she's just an innocent victim that's been preyed upon. And then, you watch as, Ralph's clearly coercing her in videos and stuff like this. The sex tape comes out, and she doesn't break up with him. And at that point, I realized, this fucking bitch. And then when the timeline came out and all Mr. Vickers shit, you just realized, this isn't an innocent victim. This isn't an innocent person. This is a lying fucking sociopath who's just out to get what she wants, which is internet fame, not having to listen to her parents, being able to do as many drugs as she wants. That's what this is about. Not being under her parents' thumb, being able to do drugs, piss off her parents. This is her summer fucking escapade. And that's what this is. Straight the fuck up, that's what this is. So I have zero sympathy for you. And we didn't start out bullying you. The Kiwi Farms, Godwinson and I, we were on your side. We were the fucking Fei-Fei's champ. The Fei-Fei champion there was I. But as this has gone on more and more of her lies have been exposed and her scummy behavior and her fucking clout chasing, all this fucking shit, I have zero problem criticizing her or shitting on her. She has decided to make herself a vital part of Ethan Ralph's life. A life that destroys so many others. And because of that, she herself will get abuse. And she ought to have expected it because it's been going on for years. Years now. Before she ever came into the picture. And the reality of it is, she either has to learn how to fucking deal with the criticism and the crazy A-logs and the nuts motherfuckers, or maybe just maybe she shouldn't be in this fucking relationship. Maybe, just maybe, she should get the fuck out of it. But it's already too late. Her and her family for years to come, regardless if this relationship ends tomorrow, will be harassed and will be fucked with. And that's even if I was to leave the internet tomorrow, if Godwinson was to leave the internet tomorrow. There will always be people now who are out to fuck with her and her family, and that's just the way it is. Because you decided to associate with Ethan Ralph, and that's not my fault. That's not my fault. That's not anybody's fucking fault, but your own dumb fucking fault. That's the reality. Sorry, somebody has to fucking say the truth. Somebody has to come out and just say the fucking truth about this shit, and not just kiss Mr. Vickers' fucking ass and powder his balls, fucking powder Fei-Fei's cunt and lick it. You know, these people are fucked. They are fucked up. And that's why this is a soap opera for all of us to watch. That's why it's Days of Our Gunt. That's the fucking reality. And so far as, you know, trying to shame me by saying I put you in the fucking loony bin, good. I'm glad I put you in the loony bin where you could get some fucking help, you crazy cunt. I'm glad I contributed to you getting sectioned and put in a fucking loony bin so you can get some fucking help. Hopefully Ralph fucking joins you in the loony bin so he can get some fucking help too. Sorry. Not sorry. Fuck you.
I had a breakdown and required hospitalization.
So you had a breakdown and required hospitalization. Am I supposed to feel bad for you? Am I supposed to feel bad? No, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all for you. I fucking laugh at you, you dumb cunt. You fucking got involved with the scummiest fucking man on the face of the earth. You defend him to the bitter fucking ends of the earth, the scummiest fucking digital terrorist there is. And then you want my sympathy when people come after you? When people come after your family? Oh, the poor little girl. She's only 18. Do you know what? There are a lot of sociopathic cunts that are 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. Sorry to say, there are a lot of really fucked up teenage girls, fucked up in the mind, who aren't good people. And just because they're minors, and she's not even a minor, she's an adult. Just because she's 18 years old does not excuse her of all culpability, of all responsibility for her actions. Just because she has mental illnesses does not excuse her actions. I'm sorry. It doesn't make them okay. Do you think it makes them okay? Do you think it makes it okay to lie to your fucking parents? To do drugs and fucking drink and have sex with Ethan Ralph and let him suck shit out of your asshole? Do you think that makes it okay? To say that your father abused you when he fucking didn't? Do you think that makes it okay just because you can claim mental illness? No, it does not make it okay. There's no excuse. It's fucking gross. And people who want to make her out to be some innocent victim, some ISIS hostage, she's not an ISIS hostage. She's an ISIS convert. She believes the gospel of Ralph. Sure, Gator wrote this fucking statement, but she believes it. She wants you to fucking go along with this scam. So fuck off, all of you who want to give her a fucking pass and kiss her ass and powder her cunt. Fuck off.
Parents who now talk about how much they care about me used to regularly ridicule my mental health. And on that day, they didn't...
Do you know, I really don't think there's anything wrong with telling somebody that's fucked up in the head, hey, you're fucked up in the head. You know, stop acting like a fucking idiot and a cunt. And I really think that you ridiculing somebody who's fucked up in the head might be able to help them. It might reach through to them and cause them to fucking snap out of whatever retardation they're living in. Sorry, maybe that's evil. How dare you say that you should ridicule the mentally ill? Well, certain mental illnesses really can only be overcome by the self. In fact, I really think all mental illnesses can really be overcome by the self. Sure, you can get outside aids and supports and things like this, But at the end of the day, that's your brain. It's your mind. You need to overcome what's fucking holding you back. You are in charge of your own mindset. When you try and pass the responsibility for your mindset and your mental health onto other people and always blame other people for your life and your shortcomings and your failings, you are going to be a fucking failure. I am sorry. You actually have to fucking accept responsibility once in a while for your own fucking misgivings, your own misdeeds. You can't always blame me. There's not always going to be some fat fucking boogeyman like me to blame for your problems, or your father or your boyfriend or whomever. Going through life with this mindset that it's always other people's fucking faults will always lead to fucking bad results for you and failure. You have to take accountability for your lifestyle, for your actions. Sorry. At the end of the day, nobody can make you do anything that you don't decide to do yourself. So people who say she was held at gunpoint to make this, she chose to make this tape. I'm no mental health professional. I'm just some asshole with a fucking opinion. But you know what? It's informed by more real life experience than this cunt. You know, I've had jobs in my life. I went to school. You know, I have a job now. You know, I've done things in my life. I've saved souls. I've been a gospel preacher. Do you know what I mean? So, and I'm not some fucking wise old sage like Gonzalo, but holy fuck. Sort your fucking shit out. Stop blaming your fucking parents. Stop blaming me. Stop blaming Godwinson. It's your own fault that everything like this has happened.
They don't want to take me to the hospital until I force their hand.
They didn't even want to take me to the hospital. No, you fucking lying cunt. What happened was you got called out on all your lies. You were blown out. There was no way out of your lies. They had physical hard evidence of your lying. So you shut right the fuck down as a coping mechanism and threatened to kill yourself. Like a selfish little cunt whore. You threatened to fucking kill yourself. Putting your family through so much pain and so much hardship because you were caught out in your lies and you couldn't just own up to it and say, Dad, I lied, I'm sorry. Dad, I lied, I'm sorry, let's go home. Get me help. Dad, I lied, I'm sorry, take me home. No, I need to kill myself, Dad. So your family took you to the hospital. Do you know, they took you to the hospital and they tried to get you fucking help. But no professional can help this shit. Because you don't want help. You need to accept that you have a problem and you need help before anybody can help you. I'm sorry, if you have the mindset that you're perfectly fine and you're only saying this shit to get out of your lies, then you're fucked and you're never going to get well. You're never going to get well. Sorry there. Sorry to just fucking bring the cold, stark fucking reality to your doorstep. Not gonna fucking treat you with dignity or respect just because you're a woman or just because you're 18 years old. I'm not gonna powder your pussy. Sorry. Fucking dumb bitch. They do get her the fucking help because she emotionally blackmailed them and she racked up a fucking bill of probably like $10,000 fucking dollars at this hospital, which she's either just going to stiff the hospital on or expect somebody else to pay, because that's how people like this live their lives, expecting other people to take care of them. It's always somebody else's responsibility. It's always somebody else's bill to pay. It's never her bill to pay. She doesn't have to take responsibility, does Fei? No, it'll be Ralph or Gator or fucking her parents or whichever simp she fucking scams next, Chris Kerr, the halfway cuck, or whoever. And lots of fucking women get through life skating this fucking way, but it doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it right.
The concerned parent routine is just an act. If it wasn't an act...
It's not an act. I'm willing to go as far as to say they're concerned about their daughter. But a lot of this stuff is so theatrical and so WWE that Mr. Vickers is doing that it really makes you question, like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Why he's decided to do all this publicly on Twitter and engage with Kiwi farms and with trolls and with people who don't have your best interest in mind. I personally, like, none of us give a fuck about you or your family. We care about the entertainment value of things. That's the truth, Mr. Vickers. And as you get there high on your own supply, as people build you up as this king and this hero, I want you to realize that you're being built up to be harvested. Do you know, like the Britney Spears episode of South Park, the corn joke, that was a contributing factor to all this? You are being built up by these people, Mr. Vickers, in order to be harvested later. Sorry, that's just the truth. And you can sit there and fucking say, oh, I'm doing the right thing. This is the only way to do it. No, like if you actually have, evidence that is sending these people to jail, stop dick teasing 48-hour deadlines and shit like this and just send motherfuckers to jail. Just send motherfuckers to jail.
How could my father, Matthew Vickers, justify linking up with the same scumbags who put me in the hospital? He now interacts with Kiwi Farms and considers them friends. He does interviews with Godwinson. These are the people responsible for the sudden decline.
I know. Oh my God. I know. Isn't it great? Do you know, Faith, if you hadn't got with Ethan Ralph, none of this would have happened. But yes, pass the fucking buck to somebody else. Pass the fucking buck to somebody else. Blame somebody else. If you hadn't decided to get with the Howard Stern of the internet there, some greasy fucking shock jock who writes yellow tabloid tier bottom of the barrel blog journalism, fucking hit pieces on everybody, harasses people's families, harasses motherfuckers for years, tries to get people to kill themselves, and then you don't like the heat that comes down on you or your family? Tough titty. That's just how life works, sweetie. Sorry to say. And you reap what you sow. You reap what you fucking sow.
In my mental health, and my father now calls them friends. That's not the behavior of a concerned parent. It's the behavior of a narcissist.
Well, I don't know if he's a narcissist, but what I do know is he really enjoys the attention. Everybody enjoys it. Everybody growing up wanted to be a rock star or a fucking actor or some great thing, you know, rich, famous, and this allows him to live out his childhood dream or his fantasy of being a big shot, of being a somebody. And, you know, he's getting high on that supply, and he's trying to, like, hype things up and be an internet figure, rather than just dropping all the shit out that he has, blowing Ralph the fuck out, and moving on. If you're gonna get involved, and say you're taking the high ground, then just go to the police. If there's anything criminal, if there's anything embarrassing, put it on your website, and then move on. But no, it's this fucking song and dance of how, you know, we all have to pay attention to him, all this fucking shit.
This man has shared my private health history to the entire internet without...
You shared your private health history? This is the world's smallest fucking violin. The world's smallest fucking violin for that. Fuck off. Kiss my ass. You know, the reality of this dumb cunt is she can't wait to tell you about her private medical history. Have you seen her fucking videos before? The ones that she made before all this shit, where she's telling everybody about how she's bipolar and depressed and has PTSD, this, that, and the other fucking thing. She can't wait to tell you about her private medical history. She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't give a fuck. She loves the attention. She loves this shit. She loves that I'm making this video now because she's getting attention, even if it's negative. She feels important. Like she's the center of the fucking world. She's the sun above my fucking head. She is the wind beneath my wings. That's how she feels. You know? Oh, my private medical history that I already told everybody for years.
He talks about me getting tested for medical ailments, but when I was there, they neglected to take me to get medical care time and time again. Delays, excuses, there was always a reason. When I was in the hospital last...
Does anyone believe this? Do you out there, anybody actually believe that the family who's so against this wouldn't get her help? No one believes this shit. It's obvious lies. Very sad. Very transparent lies. Serve her!
They called me once, and even then, they didn't leave their number. My father has publicly disowned me on Twitter, shared embarrassing...
He's publicly disowned me on Twitter. What do you expect to have happen? What do you expect to have happen when you say that your father punched you in the fucking eye? Post an image of you with a black eye and say that your father fucking abused you. Not even a black eye. It's like a little fucking red mark. Could have been from fucking anything. Could have been from you walking into the fucking door like the doorknob you fucking are.
Could have been that Ralph punched her in the eye so they could take that picture.
Oh, I know. But, oh my God, my father disowned me. What do you think? But the reality is he hasn't. He's always said, I want you back. Come back home. Maybe if you actually took a firm position.
The guy's just a grifter. You know?
I know he is.
Does he actually really mean that stuff, or is he just trying to grift an audience?
Obviously, he's trying to grift an audience. Obviously. He's an attention whore. But nobody else will say it because St. Matthew fucking Vickers, he's Liam Neeson in Taken. Well, you know, it's fucking been nearly 24 hours and, you know, Ralph's still not in jail. You know, now he's...
You never just punched a woman right in the eye before, buddy?
I'm going to decline that statement. Anyway, the fucking reality of this is fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Mr. Vickers, honest to fucking God, is no saint. But the reality of it is he did try and get his daughter help because he doesn't want her living with Ethan Ralph. He doesn't want her living there. Sorry.
Well, no, and you could argue in the guy's favor. It was all well and good, and then he started selling T-shirts.
Guys, I want to sell T-shirts and pins about my daughter. You know, I want to go on shows where people make money about my family tragedy. Yeah.
What a shameless guy, you know.
Did he get a cut of Phantom's money? Where did Phantom's money go? The blood money. Where did that money go? Did it all go into Phantom's pockets, or did some of it go to Mr. Vickers?
As his golden ticket. You know, that's the reality. You know, he's selling his daughter as a piece of property to Ethan Ralph, which is actually sort of based, I guess. You know, as his golden ticket for fame and money.
Details about my life and much, much more. My parents, through their reckless behavior, have also likely poisoned a civil proceeding I was in the process of undertaking against my rapist.
So here's the thing. She has already stated publicly, like on her Twitter, that her rapist is dead, and she celebrated his death. So how could there be a civil lawsuit against her rapist? And with what money? With what money is she going to sue her rapist in a civil proceeding? With what money? There is no money to do so. Is Ralph going to pay for it? No. He's not going to pay for fucking anything. This is just another lie. And I don't see how any of this...
She probably wasn't even raped. That's probably a lie, too.
Oh, obviously.
You know? Obviously
she wasn't raped. You know, believe all women. I don't believe any women. I I don't believe any of them. Oh, but you need to believe. No, actually, I have enough experience with this that I don't believe all women. And if you believe all women, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, everyone from fucking Brett Kavanaugh to Coach Red Pill has been accused of rape, you know? That's just what these whores do. They fucking accuse you of rape to try to grift.
Oh, I know. I know for sure. This is how it is. So unless they actually present a lot of compelling evidence, I don't believe it. I don't believe shit 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years down the line when women come up with this shit for attention or because their pussy wasn't powdered just right that day. Come on.
Well, I don't believe anything that women say because it was Eve that was deceived in the garden.
There you go.
Not Adam.
That's my rapist. My dad is the one who encouraged me to do this, and it breaks my heart that he has probably demolished any chance I had to get some sort of attempt at closure on that.
Didn't the closure come when you said he was dead? Just saying, you said he was dead. Didn't the closure come when he was dead?
He probably doesn't care about this at all, but I wanted to point it out for the record.
He probably doesn't care. My parents don't care. This sounds like a whiny fucking like 14-year-old girl. Her fucking like Tumblr ramp. No one understands me.
It sounds like a stupid bitch.
Yeah, it does. It does sound like a stupid.
Yes,
no one understands me. No one loves me. No one cares about me. It's all about me. And I'm not getting enough attention.
Stupid retard.
Dumb cunt. It's the truth. Oh, he's so harsh. He's so mean and lacking in empathy. Oh, fuck off. My empathy for you ended when you fucking allowed this man to suck your shit off his thumb and then said that it was perfectly fine that he released it. My sympathy ends there. Now, there's zero sympathy. There's no, I don't even apathy. It's actually outright hatred of your dumb cunt lying ass. You fucking disgusting disgrace. Sorry. Not sorry. The based and epic red pill moment.
Refused to return or arrange for the return for my personal belongings. Even getting my ID from them was like torture.
Oh, I couldn't get my belongings that they paid for. Oh, I don't give a fuck. You left in the middle of the night. You know, when I moved out, at least I had the balls to tell my parents I'm moving the fuck out. I can't stand you cunts anymore. I'm fucking moving out, taking all my shit. They helped me move all my shit.
Mr. Beckers punched her right in her eye.
What did you expect? What did you fucking expect? You ran away in the middle of the night to the other side of the country. Why do they have a responsibility to transport your shit cross-country to you?
Just punch her right in the eye.
No, but think of it. Why doesn't she pile into a fucking car, pile into the fucking car, and fucking drive to the house and ask for her shit? And if they don't give her shit, well, you know, call the police or something. You know, if you really have a legal right to it, which you most likely don't. But why don't you just be an adult and actually get to the Gutmobile? To the Gutmobile. Guide her to the Gutmobile, guide her. Let's go get Faye shit. Why do they have the responsibility to fucking drag that shit cross country from California to Virginia? They don't. To the Gutmobile, guide her. Jesus. We're going mobile.
Stuff I bought with my own money earned from working.
What job did you work? Like you worked at the fucking mall making $8 an hour and you bought all these luxurious possessions that if you really cared about, you wouldn't have fled your family and your possessions with a little fucking Disney suitcase to run across the country if you really cared about that stuff.
Shut up, bitch. Are you 15? Like, your parents have taken care of you your whole life, you know, and you're going to say, my money that I worked for.
She worked for... No, but the worst part is, they've chats informed me, she worked for her parents in the coin shop. In the coin shop.
I thought it was like a horror movie costume fucking shop.
I did. So he owns both. I think he owns like a horror thing and a coin shop. I'm not sure. I thought it was horror stuff. Then there was a coin website that got vandalized, all this shit. But it was her parents paying her, letting her work there. Any other employee probably would have been fired by now. Would have been fired. Let's be real.
I refuse to return it.
Oh,
All of my remaining things are being held hostage by them in a misguided attempt to make my life harder. It's sad.
Oh, it's so sad and so petty. Oh, they're holding my stuff hostage. I have zero sympathy for you. Who the fuck could have sympathy for you? Ethan Ralph ruins many people's lives. Tries to.
Like, if you want your stuff, don't cry about it. Just go get it.
Go get your shit. Go get your shit. If you can't,
very tough.
it's really not that hard. Go get your shit. Go get a moving truck. Oh, you can't afford that? Maybe you should go get a job.
Women shouldn't be working, buddy. I fucking gotta step in and take a moral stance.
Oh my God, women shouldn't be working.
Shouldn't fucking have a job. Ralph should take care of her.
Oh, you're right. No, Ralph should. Ralph should
fucking.
fucking. No, but that's what they're gonna do. She's gonna announce at the end they're getting married here. But yeah, fucking.
Well, don't spoil it, buddy.
Oh fuck. Yeah, Ralph should be paying for it all. He should be paying for it all. Fucking fork it out.
Like, that's what
Pay.
you need to do as
Pay.
a fucking man.
Pay for the moving
Take care of
truck.
the house.
Yep, that's exactly right. Pay for the moving truck. Pay for Guider, get us the Gutmobile, Guider. We gotta rent a moving truck. Go get this shit.
Take all $300 you earned on the kill stream this week.
I made $1,000. Fuck, man, I've seen motherfuckers in the home water office make checks for like. Didn't Andrassy make 11 grand one week?
Yeah.
11 grand. I've seen a guy make in a week. Right next to me get a check like that. This guy wants to brag about $1,000 a week. What a fucking loser. Straight the fuck up.
They also said that they would respect my privacy, but have, according to them, hacked into my personal accounts and devices.
Well, they didn't hack into them. Like, they own the fucking phone. And they got into them somehow. I don't know how they got it. I don't think Mr. Vickers is fucking Neo getting into the code in the fucking Matrix to fucking hack the device.
You stupid retard. You think anything you put on the fucking internet is private? Like... You're putting something onto a connection of everyone's devices. If you're going to put something on the internet and anyone gets access to it, just shut the fuck up.
I know. Just shut the fuck up.
Doesn't matter if it's DMs or anything. Like, you're still putting messages onto the fucking internet, which is a connection of everyone's devices.
This shit gets leaked all the time. All the fucking time. Oh... but remember, guys, Ethan Ralph, how many DMs and chat logs and naked pictures and embarrassing details about other people's lives has he covered on his show and put other people in the loony bin, made other people depressed, made other people want to kill themselves or maybe have killed themselves? But they want your sympathy. They want the moral high ground. That's what they want. Fuck that shit. Kiss my ass. You get nothing. You get nothing.
Not only
Good
is
day,
it
sir.
unethical, but it's also most likely illegal.
It's unethical and illegal. They own your phone. If the phone is unlocked, they can just read the shit. You know that, right? Why didn't you have like two-factor authentication? Why didn't you have encryption? Like, you could have taken precautions. You know what I mean? It's your own fucking fault. There's nothing illegal here. I don't know what to say.
I don't know if these messages are altered, although I would not put it past my father.
I don't know if they're altered, but I wouldn't... Is your father gonna fucking fire up Photoshop? Matthew Vickers, the fucking boomer, is firing up Photoshop? Fuck off.
What I do know is this. I do not consent to the sharing of these messages in public.
Well, do you know what? I didn't consent to Ethan Ralph sharing my asshole pictures. He did that anyway. Does anybody cry for me? Oh, let's cry for PPP. He didn't consent. You fucking put this shit out there on the internet. No one gives a fuck about you or your problems. I don't consent. I don't consent. Oh, fuck off. Fuck you, you stupid cunt. We don't need your consent to make fun of you. You know, we still live in a country with some degree of freedom to make fun of dumb cunts on the internet. Sorry.
You access them without my knowledge or consent. I am telling you publicly to cease and desist.
I am telling you publicly to cease and desist. This is a legal notice. I am an important adult, and this is a legal notice to cease and desist. I'm a big... I'll tell you, Ralph's lawyer will get involved in this. You tell him, Fei. You tell him to cease and desist, or I'm going to put them in jail. No, in fact, it's you who's going to jail. In fact, it's you who's going to get sued. Yeah, it was you who ruined your daughter's life, not me. I don't have a hate mob around me that destroys everything in my life because I was an evil digital terrorist piece of shit. No! It was you!
They say that they're doing all of this is my boyfriend, Ethan Ralph. My father has always hated Ethan because of how we got together. Now he...
Your father has hated Ethan because of how you got together? No. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I mean, that's a part of it. But the reality is Ethan Ralph he's a fucked up guy.
Your father hates Ethan because Ethan is a younger version of your father. Your father is jealous of his youth.
That's ruthless, Surfer. That's ruthless.
That's the reality. You know,
Ethan Ralph
is reality. They're like identical, the same fucking person.
Do you think it might have anything to do with the fact that Ethan Ralph associates with white nationalists and shit like this? That maybe a liberal father from California wouldn't want anything to do with that guy?
No, the guy's
do you think maybe it's okay, but a conservative in California
is more conservative than this fucking
okay,
guy.
But a conservative in California.
The guy's a Trump supporter, buddy.
Okay. Anyway, the reality of it is
isn't even a white nationalist. He's a subverter.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a subversive agent.
He is a subversive agent, but the reality of it is, no father wants their daughter really to date a white nationalist. No father wants their daughter to be involved with a fucking digital terrorist who harasses people every fucking day on the internet and tries to ruin people's lives. Nobody wants to be involved with a piece of shit who doxes their own fucking pay pigs, who scams fans out of money to go to fucking Miami, who fucking eats burgers out of the trash. There are a lot of many fucking reasons why. Many fucking reasons why.
Mr. Vickers has never eaten a burger out of the trash before, buddy?
I don't think anybody other than Ethan Ralph eats burgers out of the trash.
Well, buddy,
you know, maybe homeless fucking people. Well, he doesn't eat the popcorn from the bag. You know, he goes and refills the fucking bag with popcorn. I don't fucking know. It is what it is there, folks. It is what it is.
He's using the army of trolls who drove me into the hospital as his weapon against him.
Hold on.
The army of trolls.
Is this Faith speaking or is this T-Clips?
No, it's Faith.
Is it? I thought this was T-Clips this whole time. I thought that T-Clips was reading this fucking letter. It sounds just like T-Clips.
Listen to this shit.
We got together. Now he's using the army of trolls who drove me into the hospital as his weapon against him.
The army of trolls. This is some serious flashbacks to like 12, 15 years ago. The way like people used to engage with it. Consequences will never be the same. You done goofed. You army of trolls. You bastards! You know, holy shit. The army of fucking trolls. The internet hate machine. The internet hate machine, under PPP and Godwinson's supervision, have ruined my life. Oh my God. They're gonna blow up vans in football stadiums. The internet hate machine. Holy shit. The hacker 4chan.
I want to state very clearly that Ethan Ralph absolutely did not release revenge porn of me. He had my consent to record the video.
How could he? Okay, he had your consent to record it. Did he have your consent to release it? How could he? You were in the fucking mental hospital where I sent you, bitch, because I run your fucking mind. I run the show. I'm the puppet master sending you to the fucking hospital.
We're still together, and we plan to marry soon. I would...
They plan to marry soon. Hold on. Folks, let's bring this back. This has got to be one of the best 10-second clips. We go from army of internet trolls, the army of internet trolls, to that these two idiots are going to get married. Whoo! You still have sympathy for this dumb bitch? When these fuckers have children, will you have sympathy then? I'll have sympathy maybe for the children. They didn't ask to be fucked up this way. Yeah, I have a lot of sympathy for letting for this dumb bitch letting Ethan Ralph breed. But, you know, it proves that there's hope for PPP yet. There's some dumb cunt out there that I can fucking dump my cum into. Holy fuck.
I want to state very clearly that Ethan Ralph absolutely did not release revenge porn of me. He had my consent to record the video. We're still together, and we plan to marry soon. I would rather have never talked about this topic publicly, but my father has made that necessary.
You would rather not talk about this topic publicly. We couldn't stop you from talking publicly about this before this shit. You constantly were talking about your mental illnesses on any platform you could to an audience of no one.
The fact that my father and now mother are doing this breaks my heart. Every step of the way, they have made this situation worse, and they continue to do so. I wish that they would focus on my brothers instead of neglecting them for this insane war against my boyfriend.
This insane war against my boyfriend. She honestly does sound like she's like about 15, 16 years old. Like, this sounds like a high school girl because it is. It just a few short months ago was a high school girl. We're supposed to take this shit seriously, as though this isn't just a bunch of high school drama and white trash soap opera, you know, and Vickers has just degraded his family, getting down into the muck and mire, wallowing in this shit, making himself white trash as well, you know, polluting his children, you know, his sons, everybody involved in this has shit all over them, the stank of white trash fucking soap opera. All fucking over them. All fucking over them. You know. So, again, as I said, Vickers isn't a good guy. And I agree that with Faith in the sense that, yeah, Vickers is making it even worse for his children and for himself. If you don't see how that's the case and you think that this is like the best thing to do, and you genuinely believe that, and you're not just saying that for entertainment's sake, then you're retarded. That's just the reality. I don't know what to say.
I don't anticipate putting out any more statements, although we will see if they're needed. I just want to state this clearly and for the record. I do not want to live with my parents ever again. I'm not mentally ill. I'm not stupid. I'm here speaking from the heart. I'm 18.
No, I understand that you don't want to live with your parents. The thing of it is that you didn't even have to live with your parents. You could have lived with your grandmother. You could have went to work and rented an apartment. You could have took out loans and went to school. Your family probably would have paid for you to stay at residence. They seem to be fairly well off. Being able to spend tens of thousands of dollars on a whim, on a chicken fucking with its head cut off quest across the country to find you. So you had other options other than living with your parents and being under their thumb. You chose to exercise none of it. When I wanted to move out, I got a job and I put first and last down on an apartment with my coworkers. That's what I did. Because I didn't want to live there anymore. I was going to school at the same time. I was going to work and school at the same time. You know? What the fuck? You know, the excuses and the bullshit. This was the only way you could get out. Fucking world's smallest violin for you, yeah? Shut the fuck up, you dumb cunt.
Clearly, and for the record, I do not want to live with my parents ever again. I'm not mentally ill. I'm not stupid. I'm here speaking...
You are mentally ill. And you are stupid. You at the beginning said you weren't mentally ill. And then listed how you had...
She's moving with Ethan Ralph. We had to move in with the black.
I know. We had to move in with a black guy. But... I mean, holy shit. She says she doesn't have mental illness, but she has PTSD, depression, bipolar, whatever fucking diseases, you know.
From the heart. I'm 18 years old and obsessed.
The statement from the heart that was written by Gator. Gator, give me the from the heart content.
And I will be 19 in just a matter of days. I'm asking my parents, publicly, to leave me alone and to let me...
Look, I told Surfer it was a bad idea to move in with a black guy, but he told me, no, there's no difference. He'll be fine. Well, didn't turn out the best.
My life as an adult. They have no right to treat me this way, and I won't back down because of their pressure. If they continue, we will have to explore other options, such as a restraining order.
What? We're going to have to explore a restraining order. How is a restraining order going to stop them from putting out content on the internet? It's not. How is a restraining order going to stop them from attacking Ethan Ralph? It's not. None of this is going to stop any of this shit. The only thing it's going to do is stop you from seeing your family in the future, your brothers and sisters, because you won't be able to go visit them. They already live 2,000 miles away. How in the fuck is a restraining order? How in the fuck is a restraining order going to stop any of this? It's just Ethan Ralph's juvenile understanding of the law and of reality being read out by an 18-year-old.
Big Gunty Ralph, it inevitably falls apart and Big Gunty kicks her out.
I know.
What's she going to do if there's a restraining order? Well, she's fucked.
I know. Well, that's the thing, right? She's going
to...
She's going to marry him. It's going to fall apart. She's going to have this restraining order on her parents. She'll be homeless, nowhere to go. Do you think that Mr. Vickers, after all this...
No wonder Valiant Vickers punched her right in her eye socket. No fucking wonder.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but honestly, like, this is where it's going to happen. She's going to be divorced. Ralph's going to have no assets. She's going to get fuck all in the divorce. Mr. Vickers, she can't move in with him because there's a restraining order. And you think the Vickers is going to send money for her to live in a hotel? No. So you're going to have to either fucking start sucking dick on the corner or what? I don't know what you're going to do. Kill yourself? I don't know. I don't wish that upon you like Chris Kerr wishes that upon you. I hope that you figure it the fuck out still. But honestly, you have every single thing coming to you and you're going to get what you fucking deserve.
Thank you for taking the time to listen. I'm going to go back to focusing on my health and school plans. And I hope that my parents respect my decision.
I hope that your parents respect the decision. Of course they're not going to respect this decision. This is an insane decision. This is the decision of somebody, again, who is mentally ill. So, that's the situation. It's fucked.
I'm going to the grocery store, buddy. I'll be back.
I'll see you in a bit there, Surfer. But that's the situation, guys. We're dealing with just total mental instability. Just totally fucked up. And I'm telling you, what this is going to end in is going to be an absolute nightmare. I mean, she still has this whole revenge porn thing that she can hang over Ralph's head. that statement can still be dismissed in court. She can still say, like, I was abused, I was forced into this, I was coerced, all this shit. She can still dangle that over his head in some sort of sick power move. And Ralph's going to dangle blackmail over her head, and they're going to have kids, and they're going to get married, and it's going to be a nightmare. It's eventually going to fucking completely fall apart. And I genuinely see this ending in suicides for the both of them. And Mr. Vickers is going to have to raise Ralph's fucking children, his grandchildren, alone. You know? That's how this is going to end. With Vickers taking care of his fucking grandchildren with his daughter dead. Overdosed on drugs or fucking killing herself, or some fucking domestic incident where Ralph abuses her. And people will say, oh, you're a piece of shit for saying that. It's not going to go down that way. You just watch and see. You just watch and see how this is going to go down. And that's, again, why I didn't want to get Mr. Vickers involved in this shit and interview Mr. Vickers and exploit his family for super chats, because I honestly think it's really fucked up what's happening. I genuinely do. But, you know, we're going to sit here and pretend like this is for the good of the Vickers family. It's for people's entertainment. Pure and fucking simple. This is fucking Jerry Springer. This is the Jeremy Kyle show. But you know what? This is actually real life. And real people are getting fucked up by this shit. That's what's happening. And for Phantom to make a fucking buck off of Mrs. Vickers' tears, her fucking tears, and no one has a problem with this? No one has a fucking problem with this at all? Nobody has a problem with this fucking guy going on this crusade. You know, his daughter's already a lost cause. She's fucked. Give up on her. Give up on her. Disown her. Fucking move on. Move on. We have the return of Video Game Snake to A-Log. Oh, it's good. But yeah, that's the reality. Like, fuck Faith. She should be dead to Mr. Vickers. He should move on with his other children. And hopefully they don't get their lives ruined by crazy cunts on Kiwi Farms and Cow. And other fucking websites, you know? Like, why did I let Phantom on This Week in Nectar? Because he begged and pleaded to be on the fucking show. I said it wasn't a good idea. But we let him on. And at the end of the day, it's really not that big of a deal that I let him on. You know, I'm not saying that he's the worst man that's ever lived. I'm just saying it's a bit fucked up to collect money as Mrs. Vickers is sobbing. And there's $20 super chats flowing in. $20 super chats flowing in. But here's the thing, like, Video Game Snake, like, if he doesn't have, like, the natural talent to sustain the clout, it's all just going to fall apart anyway. So it is what it is. If people like his show, they'll keep watching it. If people don't like his show, they'll stop watching it. I have no control over his long-term success. Short-term, I can build him up or whatever. But the reality of this shit is, it's disgraceful what Mr. Vickers is doing. It's disgraceful what Faith is doing. And it's damn sure disgraceful what Ethan Ralph is doing. But people who only want to call out Ralph are misguided. Faith, Vickers, the halfway cuck, all these motherfuckers are all guilty in their own fucking way of contributing to this fucking trash fire. And I, for one, am fucking disgusted. Disgusted. The big dog is back. It's my yard. 140. Be sure to buy NOS with promo code PPP.